Hi everyone, my name is Serena. Welcome back to my channel. It's been almost 2 weeks. Clearly I am in a new location, and the reason why I haven't posted this past week is I am in New Jersey in the United States. If you don't know, I am Italian and American, and my dad lives here. If you've seen one of my vlogs in December, you know that my dad came to Italy safely with all, the tests and, all the things that they make you do if you're traveling. He came to Italy and we spent the holidays together. And what I decided is to come here and, change location and figure out what I'm gonna do next in my life, because I have graduated recently in October, and I'm here with my dad. It's just me and my dad. Of course, I did all of the tests. I am safely here at home. That's my update for you. For this video, I'm going to do my 2021 goals video. I have everything written here on my notebook. It's funny because my 2020 goal video was filmed in Liverpool, and now I'm filming the 2021 one in another country too. Before I talk about my new goals, I want to just watch that video to see if I have accomplished my goals. I have an idea, but we'll see together. Hi guys, my name is Serena. Welcome back to my channel. I am back and I am in Liverpool. I am studying abroad for 5 months, and it is 5 o'clock in the evening. I'm just coming back from the university, and let me just say that was a different time, COVID wasn't a thing in January last year. Not yet. And I was just so happy, and then, everything shattered. So let's just move on. I don't need to revisit a lot of it. For my 2020 goals, I'm just going to say that I really want to continue on with Stephen King books, as I said. I did not do that. I'm pretty sure that I will read some of Stephen King's other books eventually. I'm not gonna put it as a goal this year, I'm not gonna force myself to do that whenever I want to. I am not interested in every single book he has written, but there are some stories that I'm really interested in, like Misery, Pet Sematary. I want to read those books, and whenever I'm going to read them, I will talk to you about them, but it's not gonna be a goal anymore. I want to finish a few series that I started: The Lunar Chronicles, Shadow of the Fox, Nevernight, The Remnant Chronicles. These are all... Okay, I wanted to finish a few series, and the ones that I'm listing here, The Lunar Chronicles, I have not finished that one. I have read Cress, so I have to read Fairest and Winter still, so I didn't read that. Then I said Shadow of the Fox. I did read the last book in 2020, so I completed that one. Nevernight, I finished that as well. I read God's Grave and Dark Dawn in 2020. The Remnant Chronicles. The Remnant Chronicles, I'm currently reading the last book. It is huge. I'm slowly reading it, so no, I haven't completed that one, but I'm definitely gonna complete it this year since I'm currently reading it. These are all series that I wanted to finish in 2019, by the way, but I didn't. Also Shadow and Bone and a series of Unfortunate... Shadow and Bone, no, but I am currently reading Siege and Storm, so I want to finish that before the show comes out in, I think, April. A Series of Unfortunate Events, I have completed that one. I've read it every single month of 2020, a book. So I just recently completed that one in December. It was a buddy read and it was so much fun. Which I'm currently working on. I also want to read books set around the world. I said this in a couple of videos, past videos. I want to read books set around all of the world and not only US and UK. So hopefully I get to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I only, let me just check. Yeah, I pretty much only read My Sister the Serial Killer, which I think is set in Ghana, in Africa. So no, I didn't do that. Just one book isn't enough, obviously. And also I want to read a more children's book, and in particular, my childhood books. Yeah, no. I want to reread them. No. I thought that I was going to come here in America during 2020 at some point and I was going to read my favorite childhood books. I didn't do that, so I did not read my childhood favorites. That didn't happen. But as for children's books, I think I've read only Fox and Socks in December. I don't know how I feel about them now that I'm 22, almost 23. Also read more classics. Yeah, I always say this, but who knows if I get to them. So yeah, those are all my overall goals. And classics, I didn't read a lot, but I did read, I think 3. Let me just tell you which ones they are. I read Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare, Animal Farm by George Orwell, and I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. Those I think are classics. I only read those. I think that's fine because I don't usually read classics. If I read 3 in a year, that's okay with me, honestly. So let's talk about my 2021 goals, which are different, obviously, because let's switch it up a bit. By the way, this is my shelf. These are all the books that I brought here from Italy. I had a few already here in America, but maybe I'll do another video and I'll show you. My 2021 goals are, first of all, read more new releases. I never read new releases as they come out, you know, like when they're hyped up and new. I almost never do that. I have read a few last year, like You Should See Me in a Crown and Midnight Sun. I read those, but I want to read more. And I did a video of my most anticipated 2021 releases, at least for the first half of the year. I will link the video down below and put them in the cards. I definitely want to read those books. There are 7, and halfway through the year I'm gonna make another video and tell you the other anticipated reads. That shouldn't be hard to do. Then I want to complete, again, a few series. I definitely want to finish the Remnant Chronicles, as I said. I'm currently working on that, and the Shadow and Bone series. Working on that as well as the Lunar Chronicles. Those are 3 series that I still haven't completed that I'm bringing from the previous year into 2021, but I'm going to do that this year, hopefully. I also want to complete the Lux series, the Glow trilogy. I have read the first one. I have it here. It is not popular whatsoever, but I do own the trilogy. I've read the first book and it was okay. I liked it. It made me angry, but I'm curious to know how it continues. So I want to finish that. Also, I want to read the 5th book in the A Song of Ice and Fire series. I'm not going to say I'm going to complete it because they say that George R.R. Martin is going to continue on with that series whenever he says he wants to. So I'm just going to complete the books that are currently out, which are 5, and I have to read the 5th book. And I also want to complete the Simon Snow trilogy. The 3rd book is coming out this year. I don't hate it that much to DNF it, you know? 3rd goal of the year is to read more thrillers. Back in October, I have read thrillers for the first time. I've read 5, and I'm definitely planning on reading more in that genre. Also horror, like thriller horrors. I really want to read more of that because I feel like I like the genre, so I want to read more of that. The only goal that I'm bringing from last year is read more books set around the world. It's just something that I want to do always, and I'm not always successful. Number 5, my 5th goal, is to do more buddy reads and maybe try a live show. I never done a live show. I think it's scary, like everything. when you do it the first time. Like, you know, everything that you do for the first time, at least for me, is kind of scary. But I'm sure that if I find awesome people to do a live show with, I would definitely love it. And as I said, I want to connect more with other people in the community and do more buddy reads. And yeah, that's one of my goals for the year. Number 6 is to do more secret TBRs. I have started doing these videos in October and November. I've done 2 so far, and I like it. I like watching them, and I want to do them. So I have a few planned for this year, and I'm so excited for them. Honestly, they're so much fun and creative, and I want to be more creative. So I want to do more secret TBRs. Number 7 and last goal that I have written down, you know, is read at least 58 books. So what I do on Goodreads for what concerns the Goodreads goal, so the amount of books that I want to read, the amount of books that I put on there is always 1 book higher than the read books of the previous year. So last year I read 57 books. So this year I have put 58 books on my Goodreads goal, if that makes sense. So I want to read at least 58 books, and yeah, I'm definitely on the right track because I've already read 10 books this month, and we're halfway through the month, and it's crazy. I never read this fast at all, but I'll talk about that in my wrap up. So those are all my goals for 2021 for now. Let me know what is your like top goal. How many books you want to read in 2021? Let me know. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!